This is how I get things done around here. Sitting in my chair, bossing everybody around.
Hey y'all, welcome to Fruition Farm. I'm Derek.
I'm Jack.
There's Jack. We are going to be working the bees today. Just got them a few months ago and they are growing like crazy, like the hives are, which is awesome. I'm going to be opening them up, checking, seeing if they need more supers. I'm expecting them to. I kind of hope they do, because whatever they make after this will be some extra honey, at least on the one that's already 2 high or 3 high. This one probably won't pull any honey out of it this year. I want them to have hopefully 2 full supers of honey going into the winter, but that's my plan. But let's open these bees up and see how they're doing. All right, y'all, we're gonna open up these bees. So what I'm using in my smoker is mostly dry horse manure. It's the easiest, cheapest thing that I've found around here that works, and it's free. But we didn't have any super dry this morning, so it's not doing great, but it's doing pretty good still. But we're gonna open these up and see what we've got in here. There's no bees in this hive right here. That's just some extra stuff I keep up here in case I need it. So first thing I'm gonna do is just give them a little bit of smoke through their vent hole here. Crack open the inner cover, give them a little smoke to help calm them down some. Pull out some of these frames and see what they've got going on here. Almost all of these frames are full of drawn comb. That is full, both sides, almost full of nectar already.
They're doing it.
Yep. Tons and tons. Gonna be lots of honey in here, so that's cool. The bees are doing great. I mean, they both need another super, so I'm gonna use Jenna's term, I'm super excited about that. We started a bunch more broccoli, a bunch more cabbage and Brussels sprouts. Jenna had ordered some lemon cucumbers and those seeds came in, so if we put those, started them down here in cells. I've only got this little bit of compost left out of all that we had at the beginning of the year, but this is not super rich. It was mostly the topsoil and grass and things from when we first cleaned the garden area out. So I had Kylie and Lydia clean out the rabbit hutches. So I've got it in the tractor bucket here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pick some of the rocks out of this compost, and I'm going to, there's some limbs and things I'll get out of it. And then I'm gonna mix this rabbit compost stuff, or rabbit hutch shavings and bedding out into this, just to kind of richen it up a little bit. And that should help tremendously. The other thing we're going to do with this is we're going to amend our last raised bed that we have up here. We pulled our garlic the other day. Pretty decent garlic harvest. We've never planted it before, never grown it. I was happy with it. So, but we're going to amend that bed and have it start getting ready for carrots coming up in another month or week or something. Jenna knows, I don't remember. So anyway, she's like more, she loves the gardening. I really enjoy it, but she knows all the information. I just kind of go along with it and do. She's the boss of the gardening stuff. So anyway, all right, I'm gonna mix this in. She'll be up here in a minute. I think Jacob and Hope are coming with her, and we're gonna work in the garden here for a little bit.
Oh,
We're on, babe.
we're on.
We're on.
I was distracted.
So she was checking analytics on our last video.
It's true, I'm a little bit obsessed.
So, whew, told y'all what we're gonna do up here. The only thing we're adding to it is I just weeded this wide section right here. There's a lot of weeds that grow here because we were really thin on the mulch by the time we got to here. But I've since gotten more mulch. So I think we're gonna go ahead and mulch this area as well. And just to thicken the mulch up, because we've got a ton of melons and summer squash and stuff growing over here.
Squash.
Winter squash, yeah.
Winter squash.
I get because they grow in the summer, so that's weird to me. Anyway.
Well, because they're storing for the winter. And summer squash you eat in the summer. And the summer squash we have for the most part aren't vining except for one variety. And all of the winter squash is vining, so.
Yeah, I get it, but it's still confusing to me.
This whole
What?
Just you, I don't know. It's just funny. How long have you been gardening?
This is my first year.
It's not your first year.
Oh, you're right.
Your first year after a decade?
Yeah,
that makes sense?
I think that's right, yeah.
Something like that? Okay.
Starting my second decade this year.
So we're going to mulch in between the fabric and that row
of melons
plants.
and winter squash
And
that grows in the
rows
summer.
are a little crooked and a little close together right there, so it is what it is.
Shh, it's okay. Once they start vining, nobody will ever know where they started.
They'll be all right.
All right, let's go weed this bed over here, this raised bed where we're going to do carrots, add the compost to it that I added the rabbit stuff into.
Rabbit
bedding and poop and pee. And we're going to top it off and put some mulch on it, mulch this. And then I'm trying to get Emma to come up here in a little bit and show me what's weeds in her flower bed. I'll help her get it weeded.
Flower bed needs to get
It's rough. All right, let's do some
this.
gardening. Gardening.
This is how I get things done around here. Sitting in my chair, bossing everybody around. No, I'm kidding. I was actually just sitting here watching Derek do the bed. But now that he got that bed done and it looks great, we're gonna move over here where we showed you earlier.
Where Lydia is standing.
Where Lydia is. And we're going to mulch.
Okay, y'all, I just want to talk to y'all about how fulfilling it is, I guess. I don't know. I mean, all my years of gardening, I gardened as a kid. I guess we said earlier, this is my 11th year gardening in a row. As a married adult. But everything I've ever done in the garden, it's, okay, I'm doing this now. I'm going to have to do it again later. I'm going to have to do it again later. It's never really like a... It's an improvement that's a temporary improvement. And but the cool thing about doing these wood chips is I do it, we put the work in, and it makes a lasting difference. Yes, there's going to be a few weeds come back up. There's going to be, we'll have to remulch again another day. But it's not like if you just have the bare dirt and you weed, and then you come back 2 days later and it's like, oh man, I've got to weed again. It's like this garden, I can weed little sections at a time, and what few weeds come up here and there, I just dig them out.
Yeah, like, last year was literally a battle. It was. It just was constant. It got to the point where it was like hardly worth even trying to get the weeds out.
We actually quit weeding and started using the weed eater, the trimmer, the gas-powered trimmer, and we would just come up here and weed eat between the rows. And but this year, like literally every time we come up here, I can just be talking and carrying on a conversation with Jenna about the garden, and she'll be pruning tomatoes or whatever, and I'll just be walking around with the digging hoe, just cutting weeds out. Yep. And it's just a simple, like easy, like just nonchalant kind of thing to do. And it's just crazy because these hold the moisture. We were talking yesterday, we would have to be watering nearly every day right now if it weren't for these chips. And like I said, this section was really weedy because we only had about this deep of wood chips. But now we've put this down, I weeded it, we put this down, I bet there's going to be very few weeds that come back up through here. Some will, and that's okay because I'll just dig them out as they come up. But I would say, I bet 90% of them will never come back up through this.
Yeah.
And it's amazing. Like, oh yeah, let me show you this.
A baby melon. I'm so excited. Super excited even. I think it's a Kajari melon. That's what the tag says. So if my tags aren't mixed up, this is indeed a little baby Kajari. So cute. There's a bunch of little ones too, but that's the biggest one so far. We finished weeding, Derek and Emma, finished weeding the flower bed, and it looks way better. There's way more flowers than we thought were there. The zinnias are struggling and they're really small still, but they're there. Well, some of them, not all of them. And then she's weeded around them, Derek and her weeded, and we have more that she started that are down in the greenhouse that we'll bring up and put in pretty soon. We're gonna give them a little bit longer to get a little more established, and then we'll bring them up, but this looks so much better.
So I'm gonna stake these pepper plants up, y'all. This one's been laying on the ground so long, it's turned and starting to grow upwards again. Yeah, so I'm gonna stake these poor little things, and should have been done a while back. Last year I could barely drive these in the ground with a mini sledge. I'm just using a framing hammer now and driving them in with ease. What a difference the mulch makes. So this poor little plant right here. How many did you say that needed it, baby?
There were 4, but technically there's another one in front of you that kind of.
I have some more stakes.
I think there's 2 down there, and then this one in front of you.
So this one?
Yep.
Oh, it's leaning too. There's 1, 2, 3. Let me go grab some more stakes. Okay. Best thing ever for staking tomatoes and peppers. These things, I don't know if y'all have Harbor Freight where you live. One of the stores I used to kind of scoff at. Now I eat my words. $2.99 for 100 zip ties. These zip ties have been holding up these trellises, these tomato trellises, off the ground since spring of last year. I'm really impressed by them. So that's just one of those things that $2.99 per 100.
It's kind of a little gardening hack that.
Yes, they really are pretty amazing, and you can take them off.
Yep, and reuse them.
And reuse them. I guess that's gonna wrap this one up.
Yep.
I don't even remember what all we did.
You talked about bees.
Yeah.
And then we mulched a bunch of stuff. We weeded a bunch of stuff.
We mixed some rabbit stuff.
We fixed that bed up with the garlic. Oh man, our garlic haul. Let me put a picture of our garlic haul right here.
Yeah.
We were really excited. That was our first time ever growing garlic. I don't know why I've never grown garlic. I just haven't. And it's not a huge haul, but it's really pretty impressive for our first time.
Especially for the first time, yeah.
So we have that curing, and we picked a few cucumbers and ate them yesterday, our first batch of cucumbers, and
yes,
that was exciting. So you weeded, we staked peppers. What else?
We did a lot.
Yeah. So if you guys stay tuned later on in the week, we will update you on the calf that was injured and the new baby goats, and hopefully we'll have some more new baby goats, because Charlotte is.
She might be down there having them now.
Oh, she might have them today. I need to check her. She really is. Her ligaments are gone, so she's gonna have them. I'd say probably today.
Probably about 2 in the morning.
No, hopefully not. So anyway, we appreciate y'all. Thanks for hanging out with us today. And if you're not already subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can be notified every time we upload a video. Give us a thumbs up so YouTube will know, YouTube will know that you like what you're seeing. Blah, 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 blah. And please comment below and let us know what's going on in your world on your homestead, and we'll catch you guys on the next one.
See y'all later.